Here at the Salvation Army Territory of New Zealand, Fiji, Tonga and Samoa, we're always striving to further our mission of caring for people, transforming lives and reforming society. Let's take a look at what's been happening around the Territory. Together we have a lot to celebrate. There are currently 20 people training to be Salvation Army officers in New Zealand and Fiji. Our Territorial website is a front door to the Salvation Army's services and mission, with over 500,000 people accessing our website in the past 12 months. A new Territorial website was launched in July, with the hope that this will make finding out about our beliefs, core and social services even easier. In receiving second-hand goods, our family stores divert about 16,000 tonnes a year of goods on average that would otherwise end up in landfills. In September, Hamadava will celebrate 2 years since its relaunch of the Salvation Army tea and coffee brand in New Zealand. Hamadava is fully fair trade and a portion of the purchase price goes directly to Salvation Army frontline social work. The Food Bank project is an online store where you can cover the cost of goods to be donated to a local Salvation Army food bank. There has been more than 66,000 grocery items donated through the Food Bank project this year. We're also celebrating the official opening of the Salvation Army in Samoa and the incredible work that's already started there.
Talo falava, whaatalo whaati le pa ia ma le malu o mawhai o na whaafonga mai. E nei whaatalo noanga mai le au tau o whaaolotanga I Samoa nei. A whio mai, maliu mai, su mai. Welcome to Samoa.
The journey for the Salvation Army in Samoa really began about 27 years ago. Salila Ralau, a soldier of the Salvation Army, kept asking the question, why doesn't the Salvation Army start up in Samoa? More recently, as Secretary for a program, we went on a mission trip to Samoa. We met the Prime Minister. We engaged with civil society, community leaders, church. The question we posed was, would you welcome the Salvation Army to Samoa? And the resounding answer was, yes, we'd love you to come and start your services. So since we arrived in February to commence the work, we've been really busy setting up the infrastructure, making contact with agencies, other departments, government, churches, the stuff that really needs to happen to make a viable core. Now we've got the core underway. We have 40 to 50, sometimes 60 people on a Sunday, started small, growing large. We have a drop-in centre which Captain Mariama runs, and we've started our alcohol and drug addictions program with Tino and Natalie Senils.
A highlight for me is when we first arrived here. We met every day leading on to the opening and prayed, and God answered. God answered lots of our prayers, many of our prayers.
So over the last couple of months we've been building up to the official opening. We've had a wonderful weekend. We started with a prayer meeting on the Friday evening which saw over 100 people attending. Really fervent prayers about the commencement of the work here. And then on Saturday we had the Prime Minister come and officially open the Salvation Army in the afternoon and a concert in the evening. And then again on Sunday we had a great worship time together, just praising the Lord and thanking Him for His goodness as we've commenced the opening of the Salvation Army here in Samoa.
So now that we're officially launched here in Samoa, firstly we need to establish the core and the social services program. Then we want to assess the needs in the community here in Samoa. So maybe some more welfare services, food, clothing, budgeting, counselling. We need to make soldiers, we need to develop a leadership team, continue to build relationships out into the community. But God is on the move. I think the future is really bright for the Salvation Army in Samoa.
The Salvation Army in New Zealand, Fiji, Tonga and Samoa has achieved a lot over the last quarter with the help of individuals and groups committed to living like Jesus and doing mission together. Thanks for all you do to make a difference for the kingdom where you live and serve. We're excited to be joining together across the Territory for New Zealand in October via live stream and launching into a new season of encounter. Make sure you position yourself to be a part of it. Over the next month, how could you make a difference in your setting and around the world for God's kingdom? Stay up to date with the work happening in Samoa through their official Facebook page and continue praying for their work. Save the date for New Zealand and join the wave of prayer as we lead into this new season. And pray for the transformational work that our army is involved in, both locally and around the world.